been so long. I mean, decades, I feel like. Since we got a good... And, Mike, I'm sure that you felt a sense of like, oh, everything is as it should be. When the FBI steps up to the podium and brings up La Cosa Nostra.
They're still kicking.
They're still kicking. Isn't it great news? I thought it wasn't around anymore. You don't hear about it anymore, but I guess you're not supposed to hear about it.
The Russians and Albanians thought they were having all the fun.
No way. La Cosa Nostra is still rocking, and there's still crime families.
Oh, yeah. NBA level, too.
Yeah, huge.
That's big.
Yeah. I love that, like, the Mafia has figured out how to work with the NBA, but also still remain under the radar enough that you kind of think it's a throwback. Because people don't talk about the Mafia like they used to, but the Mafia is still raging enough that, you know, they're involved with some pretty high-ranking people in the NBA all weekend long, huh?
Stop saying they're working with the NBA.
They're working with the NBA.
I don't think Adam Silver wants to hear that.
Well, Adam Silver should kind of probably get a hold of his people then.
No, I know. I know. Listen, Hall of Fame coaches should not be part of this.
Yeah, I mean, and people. It was so funny. It was almost like they were like mourning. What is it, Chauncey Billups? They were like, I just don't understand how somebody with a reputation like this, because not only was he a great player, great coach, an upstanding person. I saw people going like, he's just a great man. I don't understand. See, he was a face card. You know about face cards? Oh, I know about face cards. I was getting so excited. I felt like it was like Ocean's 11, but with the Mafia and the NBA All-Stars. It was like, and you're right, it's not the NBA. But it is high-ranking people in the NBA working within the NBA. Across multiple teams. I mean, this thing, it was a real investigation. They really gumshoed their way into an investigation. They got 2 connected charges. Now,
2 investigations.
Investigations. Nobody's charged.
Sure they are. There's 30 plus people are charged.
Oh, but they're innocent until proven guilty.
That's true.
I love that. They go, just so you know, everyone's innocent until proven guilty. Here's what we have uncovered. You're like, well, this isn't coming across as overly innocent until proven guilty, but, and I guess Chauncey Billups he's only linked to the poker.
He's only linked to the poker.
The poker game, not the NBA insider trading betting scheme.
No, but co-conspirator number 8.
That's right.
Is very, very much like Chauncey, who they almost describe him. They almost like took his Wikipedia and then just deleted his name
right
when describing who co-conspirator number 8
Not
is.
saying who it is to protect.
Not saying who it is.
I don't know.
He's a head coach.
You might
a
know
Hall
him.
of Famer, and he won a title.
We just mentioned him in the poker game thing. I'm not saying who it is. So, and the FBI needed this one. After the whole Epstein thing, they needed this one. They needed a W. And there are still some people going like, this isn't that big of a deal. This feels like a big deal.
Who says this is not a big deal?
Well, there are people going like, well, this is politically motivated, and this is that, and this is, and it's like, this is a pretty big deal. This is NBA insider trading. And NBA fake poker games.
It's been going on for like 7 years.
I know.
How's it a big deal?
It's a big deal.
Yeah. How's it politically motivated?
I don't think it's. I think it's a big deal. I think it's. I think they really have been putting foot to pavement, cracking the case on this. So the insider trading NBA betting scheme, and it's not stock insider trading, but that's the colloquialism they're using it for, because apparently there are 2 concurrent investigations happening. One is that a group of NBA people, players, coaches, were placing bets and linking through other people that were placing bets on games and players based on information that other people wouldn't have had, based on knowing when players were injured, based on knowing who was playing in what game, based on all of the information that hadn't been released to the public yet. Apparently, there was a considerable amount of gambling, and I mean, it was not like, oh, I just found out a little bit of information. Maybe I'll place a little bet ski. It was like going across teams where they would reach out to informants on other teams. And they said even in one case, making threats. That there was one of the players, on the Raptors, I want to say?
Oh, yeah. Whoever Michael Porter Jr.'s brother is, I forget his name.
Right, that apparently he had some kind of gambling debts.
Yeah.
And so they threatened, those made him vulnerable. So he had to tell secrets.
And then he got banned for life last year for gambling.
Right. Well, he was a degenerate gambler, it sounds like.
It's wild, man. I don't understand how these guys that make millions of dollars
I know, and it's like,
are
man,
just risking it all.
And Michael Jordan didn't do it, so why do these guys have to do it?
Yeah. Exactly.
It really has laid a significantly greater credence to the many rumors about Michael Jordan's behaviors when he was playing in the NBA.
This tweet was very funny.
That said the league used to handle gambling issues this way, and it's a picture of Michael Jordan playing baseball. I don't know. Is it exclusive to the NBA that these players just love to gamble on these games? Is it because there's so many games? What is it?
No, because there are at least a few that I can think of baseball players that are also under investigation. There's this pitcher, I forget who it was, what team he was on. This was this year. You can bet on everything.
Yeah.
You can bet on what pitch will be thrown next.
Oh.
So I forget the pitcher, but he was throwing balls on purpose
for the gambling
for somebody else to bet on.
Oh, and then he get a little something off the top.
Yeah.
I mean, probably a lot of something off the top.
Terry Rozier, he's obviously throwing games, and
no.
For what? A couple $1,000?
But you like to win. People are so addicted. This gambling thing, they're so addicted because they're already making stupid money playing sports. Just playing the game is earning you stupid money. But there's something about winning. There's something about found money. There's something about gambling. There's something about all of this that it just, I don't know.
Athletes love a rush.
They do. And maybe they get used to, the rush of, maybe not playoffs, but standard in-season play. It's work. And so what's going to bring back that charge?
A little fun.
Right. Sports fans. When you see people losing their minds at games, you go, why is this grown-ass man this invested in this game? Oh, there's money on the line. And I guess it's the same for the players, but here's the thing, not only are you gambling and it's the money's on the line, and maybe this is where the rush comes in, but every single time your entire career and legacy is on the line. That's also what you're gambling with, which nobody else has to gamble with that. It said, Damon Jones is the only person linked to both investigations right now. And then the poker scheme is my favorite. I love the poker scheme. The poker scheme is wild. So the poker scheme was La Cosa Nostra, and some NBA personalities came together to put on rigged poker games, which I can only imagine there are right now people who participated in those poker games reading these stories what the hell? What kind of poker games? I went to 15 of those. And when I say rigged poker games, I mean the most rigged poker games that you've ever heard of. They had code names for people. So I guess and this is really insulting. The people who were invited to play at these poker games, in The Sopranos when they'd invite Frank Sinatra Jr. to play at the poker game. The people that were invited to play at these poker games, the nickname for them was they were fish. And it's is that because fish are so rich and win card games? No. No, it isn't. And then and then they would get NBA personalities like Chauncey Billups. And those NBA personalities would be known as the face cards. Because the face cards are what's, I don't know. I guess fish are attracted to face cards. I probably would have thought of a better nickname than face cards. But the fish are attracted. They come in because they want to play cards. First of all, they want to play in this kind of, high stakes, seedy underground poker game, but they want to play with these amazing personalities from the National Basketball Association, Adam Silver's NBA. And yeah, that's where they work.
Stop saying his name.
But that's where they work.
So embarrassed.
That's where they work. And it's weird. This all happened at the beginning of the season too. That sucks. But
they let Chauncey coach one game.
So that they didn't know. They didn't know. Apparently, the FBI knew all this information, and somehow the NBA had no idea any of it was going on. But I mean, they were using not only were they using just your standard hand signals, they were using elaborate camera systems. They were using card shufflers that had cameras in the card shufflers. They were using, this is my favorite thing, X-ray tables. X-ray tables. You know how badly you have to want to rig a poker game to invest in X-ray tables? Like, they went to the magic shop and just bought every fake thing. Everything in the poker game was fake, except for the fish.
And the money that the players owed.
The fish.
Right. Yes.
The fish owed a ton of money, and then they would tell the face cards, the NBA superstars from the National Basketball Association. They would say either win this game or lose this game. They would throw the game, or then they would play their best, depending on what the instruction was. But it was this whole elaborate system. It wasn't like it doesn't sound like it was poker night, and then, there was a little cheekiness going on. Like, oh, it's poker night, but we might get a little under the table. It's like, no. This is the most rigged night of poker that's ever existed. And it was, in conjunction, apparently, they said you can't do, underground card games without La Cosa Nostra. That's what they do. They own that racket. They'll come and they'll break it up. We saw it in The Sopranos. We know. So they were like, okay, well, us being NBA superstars, we'll work with the Mafia to do the rigged poker games. I don't see how that could go wrong. I mean, it's amazing. It's the most amazing story. And it goes so deep. 4 New York Mafia families, the Bonanos, the Genoveses, which, by the way, I think all 4 are innocent. I don't think they did any of this. The Mafia families, for the record.
It was all the NBA.
It was the NBA. I don't think it was the Mafia.
Well,
Murder?
The NBA does no-show jobs as well.
Bro.
The NBA is basically the Mafia.
They're kind of like the Mafia. They're doing rigged card games and no-show jobs. It's everything I learned about the Mafia from David Chase. It's happening in the NBA, apparently, according to the FBI and Pablo Torre. The Lucchese's, and the Gambinos. Lucchese's. Okay, no disrespect. No disrespect. I know you're all still very active. No disrespect. And the Gambinos. I mean, it's awesome. It's so, I mean, and I don't know. And now they're just continuing on business as usual. But I think, like, yesterday or the day before, I think it was like Anthony Edwards that went out after like 3 minutes of play. And everybody on Twitter was like, let's call the FBI. Like, you're not going to be able to do anything.
Yeah, there's like, everybody's talking about how like Portland like last year or 2 years ago was like tanking in March, and
FBI.
That's so like tanking is part of.
No.
I mean, it's part of sports. They do it in they do it in football. You want to get a higher draft pick.
Maybe the Jets
like, they must be gambling.
Maybe the Jets are gambling.
I mean, I think they've been gambling for years then.
Yeah, no. I think you're saying Portland tanked in March out of nowhere?
Well, no, they didn't. Not out of nowhere. But it's like,
it was,
okay,
let's call
last 3 months of the season. Let's start losing games so we can get a hopefully a better chance in the draft.
No. I'm calling Kesh Patel on this one. Let's see what Kesh Patel has to say about it.
But like, of course, everybody's looking at Portland tanking because Chauncey is.
Come on, bro.
Was.
Come on, dude. You know what happened there.
He's not allowed to coach right now.
Why?
He was arrested for
insider NBA trading, gambling,
pokering.
Oh yeah, and possibly pokering too. Rigged poker. Like, it's like crazy. They started going over all. So it said rigging poker games since 2019, paying Billups and Damon Jones. Shout out to Damon Jones. to attract high rollers to big money poker games with former NBA players. I would love to go to that.
Yeah, like imagine if somebody was like, hey, Bruno Sammartino is playing in this poker game.
I want to see it. You know how you guys aren't using X-ray tables, are you? They're like, that's not a thing. I go, what about the Mafia? Also not a thing. Oh, okay, great. Then yeah, I'll play for sure.
Yeah, Greg the Hammer Valentine's going to be there.
Why do these guys keep beating me? How does Brutus Beefcake get so good at poker? I can't believe this. My wife's going to kill me.
But you can see how easily people would be
100%,
like,
of course that's what you do. If you have if you're any kind of sports fan and you have any inclination to playing cards, of course you want to play cards with great people from the National Basketball Association.
Also, I read that the Fishes did not have to put money up front to play in these games.
That's great.
Which meant that whoever could lean on them afterwards to get the money.
Huh. I hope none of them owned a sporting goods store. Hope none of them just bought their son a new SUV.
It's all out of that documentary, The Sopranos.
The Sopranos. It's actually, that's a docuseries.
That's a docuseries.
Yeah, multi-season docuseries. Like, yeah, now in 2025 to like look at this report and go like, wait, that's all real? It's awesome. So it said they'd have these poker games, former NBA players. They'd use sophisticated cheating technology, X-ray card tables, rigged card shufflers. Oh, yeah, the glasses, contact lens. They had special contact lens. So what they would do is they would mark the cards with, like, some kind of invisible ink. You know when you'd buy your Magic set and there'd be invisible ink and you turn the lights off and you go, oh, my God. And they go, no, that over there is piss. That wasn't. That's not invisible ink. But, you'd have invisible ink. Apparently, they had special contact lenses. I mean, the amount of investment put into rigging this poker game, it's admirable, to say the least. But they had contact lenses that, like, the $6 million man could read the markings on the cards that the naked eye couldn't see. I mean, it's amazing.
They must have bought so much stuff from the back of comic books.
Oh, yeah. All the spy gear was there.
I used to want that stuff so bad.
Well, apparently it all worked very well.
I guess so. Some company just started getting orders.
I didn't know there was a Mafia. I didn't know they were rigging poker games like this in the NBA. I didn't know there was X-ray tables. I didn't know any of this stuff was a thing. There's a whole world out there.
And then people think everything's on the up and up.
It's not on the up and up.
Well, government doesn't lie.
Yes, everyone lies.
Everyone lies.
There's all this stuff happening. Billups and Jones would take a dive when they had to or win at other times. A team of planted players would con a victim. Why didn't they get Nev on MTV to take care of this catfish?
Campbell?
No, I wish Nev Campbell did it. She could have fucked them up. No, remember Nev? He was the catfish guy.
Was he the catfish
He's
guy?
The catfish
I never watched
guy.
that.
Oh, yeah. He got everybody. And by the way, guess how many times it ended up being a catfish?
All the time?
100% of the time. He couldn't believe it. But he would have got these guys quick. He would have just said like this, can we meet up? And they would have said yes. And then they would have met up, and it would have been some other dude. Hey, I was catfishing. What can I say?
Have a seat.
Yeah, that's a different catfish.
Oh.
A team of planted players would con a victim by communicating with each other mid-game with secret signals and by text message to ensure their side won. I mean, they really had a stacked deck.
There's no way to win.
Right, like it's like no. We have like redundancy on this is military grade rigging of poker games. The player who sent out signals would tell everyone else who had the best hand at the table by touching their chin or arm or touching a certain color of chips. I mean, they weren't even. I've got to believe there were card counters in there too, little Harvard kids that could count cards. Everything, every way that you. It's like
Didn't matter. They had rigged shufflers.
I guess you don't need to count cards when the shufflers are rigged. Everything's rigged, and they go, buddy. Hey, oh. Well, if this is rigged, then everything's rigged, and these all-stars from the National Basketball Association are in on it. Does that sound realistic to you?
You really think
Enjoy
a
the game.
Hall of Famer and current coach would be involved?
That's
in this?
Chauncey Billups. He's a pillar of the community.
Guy.
What are you? Insane?
Relax, guy.
Relax, guy. Play cards. Put your feet up.
Hey, come on, guy.
I can see through the table. Hey, relax. X-ray, not even glass. X-ray tables. I mean, do you think that the people that were victims of this, of the rigged poker games, were they also possibly? Are they going to get radiation poisoning? Because the X-rays on the tables, were they all like, hey, while we're playing, we're going to wear these lead vests, but this is just like the uniform. This is just for fun. Okay, but usually I only have to wear these in the dentist's office when they're X-raying me. God, relax, relax.